I'm Tiger Woods.
I'm Tiger Woods. I'm Tiger Woods.
I'm Tiger Woods.
I'm Tiger Woods.
I'm Tiger Woods.
I am Tiger Woods. I am Tiger Woods. I'm Tiger Woods.
I'm Tiger Woods.
I'm Tiger Woods. I'm Tiger Woods.
I'm Tiger Woods.
I'm Tiger Woods. I am Tiger Woods.
I'm Tiger Woods.
I'm Tiger Woods.
Well, how about that? One of the first of many unforgettable Nike advertisements featuring Tiger that helped elevate Woods to global icon status over the last 30 years. As we welcome you into Golf Central, Anna Jackson with you on a Monday. So much to get to as the PGA Tour got its season underway last week. But first, we react to today's news regarding the 82-time PGA Tour winner who released this statement earlier today when it came to his relationship with Nike, saying, over 27 years ago, I was fortunate to start a partnership with one of the most iconic brands in the world. The days since have been filled with so many amazing moments and memories. If I started naming them, I could go on forever. Phil Knight's passion and vision brought his Nike and Nike Golf partnership together, and I want to personally thank him, along with Nike employees and incredible athletes I've had the pleasure of working with along the way. People will ask if there is another chapter. Yes, there will certainly be another chapter. See you in LA. Well, Woods turned pro back in August of 1996, and Nike's been with him since the very beginning. They created a line of golf apparel and shoes that carried Woods' name and logo. Every time Tiger Woods won a major championship, he did so with that Nike swoosh on the chest of a red shirt, creating one of the most iconic looks in the sport's history. And the company released this statement on Instagram shortly after Tiger released his. Tiger, you challenged your competition, stereotypes, conventions, the old school way of thinking. You challenged the entire institution of golf. You challenged us, and most of all, yourself. And for that challenge, we are grateful. So for some reaction, let's welcome in senior Golf Channel writer Rex Hoggard. Rex, it's a big day, it's big news. What do you make of the end of this long-lasting partnership?
Anna, Tiger Woods didn't want to name some of those special moments, but I will, just off the top of my head, because as you pointed out, it's been almost 3 decades, and I'll go straight back to 1996 when he turned pro in that Hello World moment that you remember in Milwaukee. That was actually a Nike Golf orchestrated marketing campaign, and it started from there all the way through the entirety of his career. Probably the most iconic moment that I can sit and think of was 2005. At the Masters, when he chips in off the 16th green and the ball with the Nike swoosh hangs on the lip, which seems like forever, and the entire place just rocks when it drops into the hole. And there was moments like that, as you pointed out, throughout the entirety of his career. And you go back and you start looking at the 3 decades, and I think it really redefined how a company can use an athlete to market its products, from apparel, from hats, from shirts, from shoes, to even hard goods when it came to Tiger Woods. And this certainly feels like an end of an era. And it's also important to point out that Nike Golf was there for Tiger Woods through all of his career, the good and the bad. There was injuries, there was controversy off the golf course, and Nike Golf, and specifically Phil Knight, stood with Tiger the entire time. And I think that's important because I looked at some of the headlines today after this news was announced, and one of them said that Nike Golf was splitting with Tiger Woods, and that's not the case at all here. What's happening is Nike is splitting with Golf, and they're moving on. We saw it last week with Jason Day, longtime Nike Golf staffer. He was not wearing the swoosh last week, and we'll start seeing it more and more. But certainly when it comes to Tiger Woods, with what it meant to the game, sort of how iconic the two were together, it will be shocking the first time you see him without that swoosh on.
Yeah, I think the jury is out still for a lot of golf fans on Jason Day's pants that he debuted this weekend, but that's a different topic. I mean, back on this deal, Rex, it is without a doubt one of the most significant, impactful partnerships in sport that we have ever seen between Tiger and Nike. In particular, what did this partnership do for Tiger, especially coming out 27 years ago, and how it helped him to grow into this global cultural icon that he's become?
It separated him from everyone else in the field at the time, and certainly his play did that as well. You don't win 15 major championships without making your own statement. But I remember way back early in my career, and this was around 1996, the first time he played at Bay Hill in Orlando, and I was a reporter at the Orlando Sentinel, and I remember specifically going to the merchandise tent to do a story on nothing but Nike apparel, which had become a big thing because Tiger Woods was in the field, and it just grew from there. And you can look at how both the brands grew sort of simultaneously. It made Tiger his own brand, it made Tiger sort of his own franchise, but along the way, Nike Golf also became that. You can't go to a golf tournament anymore without seeing one of those black or red Nike hats, especially on a Sunday. It became just part of the fabric of the game.
Yeah, it's a great point. I mean, dare I say as well, it made Tiger cool. It made us try and believe that golf can be cool, seeing Tiger in Nike. The partnership was just a marriage sort of made in heaven. It also inspired so many golfers from different backgrounds to believe that they had a place in the game, seeing Tiger wearing the Nike swoosh at the very top of the game. I mean, what impact do you think this partnership had on the growth of golf at the time and continuing throughout the last 3 decades?
I think both of you and I were listening to Scottie Scheffler's interview after he won the Masters 2 years ago, and he went specifically to Tiger Woods and what it meant. And he didn't put his shoe on the desk, because you don't do that at Augusta National, but he sort of held up his shoe, and it was the Nike Tiger Woods iconic shoe that we're all used to seeing him wear. He wasn't wearing it because he was getting paid. He was wearing it because of what Tiger Woods meant to the game. And I think you can probably talk to pretty much every player now on the PGA Tour and said they started playing golf, to your point, because Tiger Woods made it cool, because they were in high school, and at the time it was cool to go out and wear the Nike hat and to wear the Nike shoes and be part of the golf team and take it a step beyond, go beyond the PGA Tour. And anecdotally, I think both of us can sit here and talk about kids, young players at the golf course who were all wearing the Nike swoosh because it was cool. They were all wearing it because Tiger was doing it, and they all were doing it because suddenly golf was a sport you wanted to be involved in.